All right, folks, welcome to an edition here of the After Show. And we are going to be here to discuss the event so far of this year, the concert of the year, at least from all the shows that I've seen. This show, we're talking about Pearl Jam last night, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to quote Ed Vedder, City of Champions. And what a night it was. It was like we were celebrating big time in Pittsburgh. And throughout the night, he was bringing up certain sports references to the Steelers, the Pirates, the Penguins, and how much of a love affair he had with those teams and how much they meant to him and the band. So it was good to see, considering none of these guys are from the Pittsburgh area. Um, but you could see why they chose Pittsburgh as one of the cities. They haven't played here since 2013, and it was time to come. And they got one more show left, May the 18th. I wish I could go to that one too, but unfortunately, that's something we won't be able to do. But we're going to talk all about this one here on the 16th. Well, what a start to the whole affair. I mean, the merchandise line they were telling us well before on our way down, it was like 5 blocks long. So I mean, and when we got there, it was definitely the length of the whole building. So the whole side of the arena, the longest side of it, miles and miles of people. Just crazy how much merch this band sells and how big of a business it really is. And that's exactly what it is, a business. But let's get into the concert now. So they surprised us all by opening with Footsteps, which was a great choice there to help set the tone for the whole show. And then they went into Low Light. And man, oh man, what a great 1-2 punch. And just when you thought, okay, well, we're gonna settle down and get some good stuff, just cool, mellow stuff or whatever, they rip into Give and a Fly, and that just brought the whole thing up even to a higher level. Couple songs down the road, Eddie pulls out this guitar that he said he was given to by the band members for his birthday. And man, did he surprise me. He started cranking out the opening riffs for Corduroy. Oh, unbelievable. When I've seen him do the Corduroy before, it was always the guitar players that started off the song. And to see Eddie rip into it, man, what a energetic performance. If you got to get to see video on that song, definitely you'll know what I mean. The crowd really, really was electric at that point. A couple Dark Matter songs kind of slowed it down a little bit, but Wreckage was definitely a highlight. That's one of the best songs on the new album by a mile. And of course, they played the usual suspects like Even Flow, Daughter came up, Jeremy, another highlight of the night. Something they don't play every show, but yeah, Jeremy was definitely one of the highlights of the whole show with Jeff Ament starting it off on bass. Um, they ended with Porch, and we got 17 songs in the main set. And then they come back out. Eddie starts it off solo with a run through of Bruce Springsteen's My City of Ruins before going into Man of the Hour. Uh, Comatose do the Evolution. And the song that I didn't really expect that late into the set was probably the second highlight of the night, and that was Black. Oh man. I really thought I'd go, I'm not going to see Black again because the last show I saw didn't have Black in it, but they slipped it in there, and that was definitely one of the highlights of the night. State of Love and Trust, Alive, of course, and house lights are up at that point, so I'm thinking, okay, well, doesn't look like they're going to do anything else. And all of a sudden, you start hearing the keyboards to Bob O'Reilly, so you knew that that was coming. And yep, they end it with Indifference. So yeah, wow. You talk about a night. I mean, I saw these guys last myself, 2013, Buffalo, New York, and Lightning Bolt tour. Yeah, it was probably the weakest show that I seen out of the 4 shows that I saw. Not that it was a bad show, but it just didn't stand out nearly like the first 3 that I had seen. But man, this show brought it all back. I mean, all I can tell you is, man, these guys are just on fire right now. It's a shame the tour's actually winding down because these guys are on fire right now. So you get to see one more show tomorrow, and then after that, I think Eddie's got a show lined up somewhere in California later on in the year, and so far nothing else. You know, he was kind of hinting almost like he wanted to say something at the show, but he didn't finish that sentence. But he did say, he doesn't know when we'll be able to do this again back in Pittsburgh. So it almost seemed like he was say kind of hate to say it, but see, to me, it seemed like that was like the last show they're probably ever going to play in Pittsburgh, today and tomorrow. Nothing against anything with the city or anything. I just think they're probably getting close to winding things down, maybe perhaps, at this stage of their career, and who can blame them? You want to go out while you're still on top. And man, these guys are definitely still on top of their game. We don't know how many shows we got left because we didn't even expect this tour. They've been doing these usually 2 nights in the stadium or a Vegas residency or something like that. And to do Pittsburgh as one of the nights, a short 3-hour drive from where I am, it was a no-brainer. Yeah, you had to go see it, especially not having seen them in over 12 years. So definitely highly recommended. You know, you get a chance to see these guys anytime down the road, take advantage of it because you never know when it's all going to end. You never know when it's going to be the last show, and you just never know the future. Right now everything looks good. Everybody's healthy. They're playing their hearts out. They're giving it their all. And that's the way you always want to remember this band by going out on a high note for sure. And they definitely closed out that first night in Pittsburgh on a severe high. So that's where I report there from the Pittsburgh PPG Paints Arena, May the 16th. Overall, I would say I give this set an A minus. Yeah, there's always going to be songs you want to hear, but listening, going back to some of the things I seen and some video I saw online, this show is definitely a true standout and definitely A minus in my book. And that's signing off from the PPG Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Enjoy.